This is Charles Kao with TravelMole TV at PhoCusWright Conference in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, with Kieron Branagan, who's the CEO of OpenJaw Technologies. Hey, Kieron.
Hi, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Maybe you could give our audience a little background of what OpenJaw does now and a little history.
Yeah, sure. So we're 11 years old at this point, and I suppose we started our career in terms of XML, in terms of the Open Travel Alliance. Saw a great opportunity around bringing all of the suppliers together using XML. Then over the years we've really sort of built a large e-commerce platform. We're now doing full travel retail. So what we say to all of our customers in the airline space or in the OTA space, hotels or loyalty, is we want to enable you to become a full travel retailer. So basically selling additional inventory versus your core inventory. So if you look at an airline, for example, the ability to go on and not just purchase your airline ticket, but purchase all of the ground ancillaries, so hotels and cars and destination attractions.
And some of the examples of customers that use this?
So customers such as British Airways, customers such as Etihad, Kalula in South Africa, sort of Scandinavian,
for their holiday product.
Their holiday product.
Vacation product.
Yeah, so selling their non-air.
And they would have this available on their website.
On their website, if you go, the most progressive websites make this the most visible. They're trying to sell something that I suppose gives them more revenue and more margin in addition to their sort of core inventory, which is very tight margin. So go on to BA.com and you'll basically see all of the non-air right on the homepage. So they've become a full travel retailer. They don't look at other airlines as their competition, they look at other OTAs.
And then of course if I'm a travel agent, I presume they have a link for travel agents to book that is commissionable?
They do. They have a full sort of back channel into the platform, so agencies can actually do the selling and do the servicing as well, which can be quite challenging around sort of packaging and especially dynamic packages.
Now, airline vacation packaging, as you mentioned, they were offering fairly static packages. So now the difference with your technology is the dynamic packaging of it. Where does it go beyond this now, as you see it? Or is this the end of the innovation for them?
No, well, I don't think it's an end of innovation. I mean, we've been working on what we call the 4 principles of travel retailing. So it's really just making websites much more inspirational. So all the things that you need to do to bring people to your shopfront. A lot of investment has gone on to personalization, so being able to serve the right product to the right customer based on either current experience or sort of past behavior. Differentiation for us is actually bringing the travel brand much closer to its supplier and getting unique supply, so being able to store individual hotel contracts. And then being able to convert using all sorts of psychologies around combine and save, for example, upselling, cross-selling, sort of in real time.
And payment, you mentioned payment. All the different currencies. And
yeah, well, it's not even currencies, it's just that in different geographies of the world, sometimes it's paying arrival, some people use credit cards, some people like to purchase online but pay offline. So you've got to be able to, I suppose, support all of the payment mechanisms, otherwise you've got a large number of people dropping out of the conversion at the end.
One thing I recall tour operators, airlines or otherwise talk about in the past years is how can they get a piece of the revenue, the action of sightseeing once their customers hit the destination. Have any of your customers talked about this?
Well, I suppose one of the ways of doing it is to recognize that it's not just one sort of sale, that you've got many touch points after the initial sale. So, the confirmation email, the sort of email you send a couple of days just to confirm the travel details when you're leaving. Even right up to the point where you're actually going to the airport, where you might, for example, be able to sell a transfer at the destination airport. So you've got multiple contact points.
I suppose even when they arrive, check in at the hotel.
Even when they arrive,
yeah. Well, Kieron, thank you very much, and look forward to hear further growth. It sounds like you're picking up the airlines one by one.
It's exciting times. Thanks.
Cheers.